Assalamu alaikum, hello and welcome back to day 7 of my tour. On day 7 we set off from Skardu, visited the upper Kachura lake and the Shangrila resort, which are just on the outskirts of Skardu, and then rode on for another 115 miles to get to Gilgit. It's our hotel in Skardu, stayed there 2 nights. Just packing our bags. Marnie's fixing the bags on the bikes. Got an issue on them Zeebi's one, but we're gonna get a welder to fix it. But otherwise, inshallah. Again, it's another beautiful day here. It's really lovely. We've got a very long track today. I think it's going to be about 10 hours ride. So plus we're going to be stopping off as well. That should be okay. We have checked out of the hotel in Skardu and the first stop was to get breakfast as we had a long ride ahead of us. The best thing about travelling early in the morning is that there is hardly any traffic on the roads. Having breakfast at some traditional Swindon restaurant. We had breakfast at a local restaurant which was nice and fresh. The next stop was at a motorbike garage to get the oil changed on Usman's motorbike. This is the Gilgit Skardu road, which will take us all the way from Skardu to the Skardu Moor junction, where we will connect back onto the Karakorum highway. From there we will go to Gilgit and Hunza and then onto the China border. This monument is just on the outskirts of Skardu on the Gilgit Skardu road and is the start of Skardu if you were to come from the Karakorum highway. We had turned off the main Gilgit Skardu road to visit the upper Kachura lake and the Shangrila resort. Just on the right here is the Shangrila resort, which we will see on our way back down. The road from the Shangrila resort to Upper Kachura lake is quite rough. I don't think these roads are suitable for normal cars, as I can imagine the underside of the cars getting quite damaged on these bumpy roads. We parked our motorbikes in a car park and had to trek for about 10 minutes from the car park to get to the Upper Kachura lake. This is the Upper Kachura lake. It is absolutely stunning. It is worth staying here for the day or a couple of days, as there are various treks you can do around here.
We are on our way back up to the car park now to head to the Shangrila Resort, which is also known as the Lower Kachura Lake. This is the Shangrila Resort. Just after the Shangrila Resort is a lovely grassy area with a stream running through it. We decided to stop here to pray and have a bit of a rest before we hit the Skardu Gilgit road and head to Gilgit. It's just outside Shangrila Lake, which is over there. They're charging 1,000 rupees a person to go in, which is quite a lot. And so Zebi and Mani are doing their drone. This place is such a lovely place. Look at that. Look at that. SubhanAllah. Then after this we're going to go to Hunza, because we've done Skardu now, and that's about, I don't know, I think it's about maybe another 5 hours drive, but we'll see.
We are back on the Skardu Gilgit road. It was not a 5 hours ride to Hunza as I had previously thought, as it ended up being about 10 hours, and that was just to the outskirts of Gilgit, with Hunza being another 5 hours from there, which we did the next day. We will be riding along the river Indus all the way to the Skardu Moor junction, which is about another 90 miles away from here. It is really nice riding on this road as it is smooth, and it allowed me to divert my attention slightly from fully concentrating to riding on the road to also enjoying the scenery. Look how they have carved out a road on the mountain through that giant rock. There is a serious risk of death or injury on this road with these landslides. Just look at the size of those rocks that slid down the mountain. If anyone would have been on the road at the time, it would have been quite disastrous. There is one thing I learnt about Pakistan on this trip, and even on my last trip here: when a natural disaster hits, like a landslide or an earthquake, there is a shock reaction at first amongst the people, but very quickly thereafter life just carries on as normal. If something like a landslide happened back in my hometown of Swindon, I am sure they would have cordoned the area for a month or two to carry out some sort of forensic investigation, and then take another month or two to carry out the repairs, only for the repairs to fall into disrepair again within a year because of the poor quality of the workmanship, and then the area gets cordoned off again. The ride along this road is really lovely. Besides the landslides, the road is smooth to ride on and the views are just magnificent. I do not think you would enjoy the scenery here sat in a vehicle, and the best way to truly appreciate the beauty here, I believe, is on a motorbike. I'm not sure what those caves are for, but it would be interesting to know. They could be doing some mining there. I froze at this spot here and had a bit of a mental frenzy because I was way out of my comfort zone. I could see that part of the road had very recently been partly swept down the mountainside because of a landslide. It did really scare me because as soon as I looked over the edge, I got that feeling of the blood being drained from my body and my legs going numb. You cannot really see Ahmed Ali and Usman now as they had sped forward. I was just riding within my comfort zone, as a slight mistake on this road can be quite catastrophic. I have been told that the mountain behind the clouds there is the mighty Nanga Parbat. Whichever mountain it is, this view is absolutely stunning, and on a clear day without clouds it would be a truly picturesque scene. It was starting to get dark, and after having seen the hazards on the road, I really did not want to be riding in the dark. I could barely see now, and I'm just following Usman's red lights up ahead. We have finally reached the Skardu junction and are now back on the Karakorum highway. Gilgit was still another 24 miles away. This was the first hotel and restaurant that we had seen open along this road. It is called the Karakorum Guest House. They had a room available for us and could also cook us some fresh food. This hotel was reasonably priced, as they had charged us about £4 for the night for the three of us. The room was really nice and clean. I don't think we would have found a better priced hotel. I'm not sure if it was because it was off season, but everywhere we had eaten food in Gilgit, Baltistan, it was freshly cooked with raw ingredients. They made us lentils with chickpeas together with naan bread, which was lovely. That is the end of day 7. Watch day 8, where I got probably what is one of the best views anyone could ever wish for from a room window. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.